Hi ma'am, I am Berna Feabilia from Blessed Sciences 3 and today I am going to give my answers on your questions that you've provided in your lecture video. So the questions are the following. First, provide an explanation as to how all of these disciplines are interconnected with each other. Can use certain examples. Number 2, choose one aspect that you could relate to environmental education. 3. Do you think poverty also plays a great role in pollution problems that we are actually experiencing right now? What is your stand about this? So the first question is, does all of these disciplines are interconnected with each other? For me, these disciplines are interconnected with each other. Why? Simply because if we put it all together, if we try to comprehend or understand it properly, and if we're going to identify its main or ultimate goal, it will lead us back to the environment, or shall I say the environmental education. For example, in ecology, though it is part of the environmental science, it is one of its specific branches, but ecology does not talk only about the living and the non-living things, but also it talks about how we people, members of a certain society or community, has a great role on how to preserve our environment. Ecology educated us on how to preserve and conserve our resources, our natural resources for future generations and for future use. And with that, ecology simply taught us how land, oceans, and atmosphere interacts with each other to the environment itself. If it teaches us or educates us on how to become clever on using our natural resources, it could be replaceable or non-replaceable resources, which was provided by the environment. And these disciplines has one common goal rather. It is to educate us on how really the environment works. Number 2, chose one aspect that you could relate to the environmental education. So the one aspect that I chose that for me I could relate to environmental education is the economy. So why the economy? Simply because if we have a proper knowledge or we are educated enough about our environment, it could help us grow or have a progress on our environment rather. It by means of showcasing our natural resources or our wonders of nature, and especially here in the Philippines, in which it our tourist destination or our tourist spots has been enhanced, and there's a lot of new tourist spots that's been coming up, and with that a lot of foreigners or tourists are attracted by it because of its natural serenity or its natural beauty. And if we have really a proper knowledge about education, may environmental education rather, it will really help us to develop our economy. So the third question is that, do you think poverty also plays a great role in the pollution problems that we are actually experiencing right now? For me, maybe in some way, I can't really tell, because for me, just in my own opinion, it is the industrialization has the biggest impact on pollution problems that we are actually experiencing right now. Not just the pollution problem, take note, but the climate change or the global warming, because of the continuous emission of harmful gases. It leads to soil contamination, water pollution, and air pollution, and etc. And the poor ones are the most vulnerable ones, or the most affected ones, or the victims of our continuous progress in terms of industry. And they're living in a squatter area in which other factories or big companies make it a dump site. And so ironic that these poor people, or shall I say the ones who has not all the resources they have in life, are the ones who recycled their trashes, and the one who are very affected in terms of water pollution and air pollution. They're the one who's the most affected ones. And for me, I don't think that they're the one who's responsible for the pollution that we are actually experiencing right now. Not just the one who lives in the squatter area, but all of us, because we don't know how to properly segregate our trashes, and we rely it on the people. And yeah, maybe for me it's not the poverty that um has a great role on the global crisis or the pollution that we are actually experiencing right now, but it's the industrialization. That would be all. Thank you.